Okay, here we go for another Sunday night episode. And my goodness me, this is going to be tough. I think I need to just bring the lights down a little bit. It's very difficult to see me here. And I think there is a lighting problem. Maybe I'm going to need to put another light up. But if you can, good evening, Stuart. How is your day? Good to see you. If you can, let me know, guys, if you can hear me. If you can see the pictures, good enough. I'm being told that the stream is healthy, so hopefully everything's working. Hope that you can all hear me. My day wasn't bad, James. I've got a bit lazy over the last few days, and I think I probably need to be getting out of this lazy streak. I have got ahead in terms of, hey, no one, still use the Brazil tactic. Is that working in FM24? Are you playing FM24, no one? Or are you still using it in FM23? I've been working on a video today entitled The Unstoppable 41221. Does it still work in FM24? Good evening, Andy. Nice to know you. Nice to know you. Nice to see you here. Nice and... fresh, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think I'm getting overtired, Andy. Just ignore me. I think, yep, nice to see you all, guys. Yeah, the weather isn't good, and I think it's cold, and my duvet is very appealing at the moment, Stuart. So, but I've got to get out of that. I've got to get more videos done. I've got to get a month ahead, basically, and at the moment I'm only a week ahead, so we need to get that sorted out, and so that when I do go into hospital that the channel won't suffer. I've actually made a decision that I'm only going to be doing probably do, Andy, probably do. I'll be forbidden from having meat pies very soon, so I do have a meat pie waiting to go into the microwave later. Your tactic's gone to bits. I'm just thinking, do I need to do something tactically here? Because I don't think defensively FM24 is very good. I think you've got to attack in FM24. I just think you've got to attack. And especially as I really haven't been able to strengthen my defense. I've got Penny, who likes to play as a complete wingback, and he's very good as a complete wing-back on attack. So I'm kind of thinking, let him play as a complete wing-back. And then I'll just have, basically it'll be three at the back. I'm kind of thinking that I should ask this central defender to stay wider, because his starting position's going to be around the halfway line. So I'd like him to just slide across a little bit so that these three will then not be in trouble when he goes AWOL up and down the wing. I'm going to play a wing on attack. I'm going to play the DLP on defend just to give us some cover in here. One of the reasons why I think the low block isn't working with this 4-1-2-2-1 is because for the low block you need to have more cover in midfield. And these wingers, for example, need to be sitting narrower if you're going to play a low block. There's only two. It worked in FM23, but it's not going to work anymore. This is my first team, and this is what we are going to go as. It does, on paper, it doesn't look too bad. It looks evenly distributed. They are pretty familiar with the tactics, so that's good going into a new season. We've got to just get morale up by playing friendlies and winning a few games. I don't think I'm going to have any more money to play with. I think the transfer window is done. So I really don't know what is going to become of this team this season. And I think this is going to be a save for those people who really want to sit there and laugh at me suffering as we go through the season in League One. Yeah, it's going to be a very tough time. A very, very tough time. And I don't want to worry them too much about opposition instructions at the beginning of pre-season, and we just need to get some results on the board. I mean, at some point I want to have a look at how this team is shaping up. So I just, like, it's not an easy game, this, so let's go into comprehensive highlights for 5 minutes or so, and just have a look at how this team is shaping up. And Forest Green will give us a tough game today, I'm pretty sure. I've put my first team out there so that we can have a look, especially at how defensively we are. Those two are getting in each other's way. I can see that immediately. So I guess it's because... Oh, my lord. I guess it's because the DLP have now put on defend instead of support, and he doesn't really know... Oh, we got an injury already? Goalkeeper. Good lord. Let's take the goalkeeper off them. So that good goalkeeper, the 4-star goalkeeper he signed after all that palaver, has now got himself injured. Marvellous. Yeah, I was watching that, Stuart. I watched the Spurs game. It was a really interesting game. And I was feeling really good because I've got Son. I just put this Son into my fantasy team. I just put him in this week. I took Saka out and put Son in instead. Because I kind of fancied Newcastle struggling. So I decided to put Son in my fantasy team, and that paid off. I also have Pedro Porro in my fantasy team from this week. So I've done well with that, although the rest of the team were absolutely useless. Salah will become my captain, though, which will give me 26 points because Haaland didn't play. So this not been a bad time. I think I've got 65 points this week. I'm not doing bad. I think I'm in second in my fantasy league. So we're not doing too bad. It was a good win for Spurs, though. They've come back today. I was actually thinking that if they had not lost those 5 games in a row, they could be sitting on top of the league now, really pretty. How did Bournemouth get on this weekend? I am actually, did they beat someone, Andy? Trying to think who they beat, Andy. Escapes me now. Maybe it was. I can't think who it was, Andy. Sorry, you bugger. So anyway, I've got to focus right now on how this team are actually shaping up here. And I'm looking at Bowden in particular, and I'm looking at where the lines are and the spaces. But at the moment, we seem to be pretty much dominating the game. The left wing back Penny is quite high up the pitch. That's actually, who is that? Yeah, Penny is quite high up the pitch. And he has slipped over to the left a little bit, which is kind of good. So we've got... Wait. Let's stop that. So this is the left wing. Penny is the wing back there on attack. Cameron, Baldwin, Gibbons, Bowden. There's the DLP. He's kind of wandered out of position a little bit. He might be an issue. He's wandered out of his slot a little bit. He's still playing as if he's playing on a support duty and not a defend. So I want him to stay around here, not to go into this guy's patch, into Palmer's patch. Well done, Jones. Oh, what a chance for Penny. Yeah, James, to be fair, as Stuart says, the Spurs are a very, very good watch at the moment. Win or lose or draw, They actually are playing good football. I was like looking at the way the wing backs play. Both of their wing backs coming really far infield and quite high up the pitch, often appearing in the penalty area. So they're very aggressive when they break forward. Very aggressive. Pedro Porro, we know about him. He's always in the penalty area, but now seeing Udogi today getting really far forward as well. That's quite aggressive in terms of the style of play. Well, there's 33 minutes gone here, and there's only been 3 attempts on goal, which is dreadful for a friendly. Absolutely dreadful. Now, either both teams are defending out of their skin or attacking really badly. It's not looking good. 4 shots on goal in 35 minutes. So I'm quite happy with the shape. So let's go back to key highlights. I'm quite happy with the way the shape is working out. We're going to have to attack. We can't be defensive in this league. If we even think about being defensive, we're just going to get taken apart. We might as well try and score goals in the next league. And hopefully Langstaff will have a good season. And we'll pop them in just like that. It's about time we scored. 4 attempts, 1 on target. I mean, we got to win, I guess, 12 games. 12 and draw 3 or 4. It's a tall order. It's a really tall order. And I don't know if we can do it. But at the moment, we are doing extremely well. But we are tiring. Much more tired than they are. Which is quite interesting. Because we are not pressing. I look at the instructions. We're not pressing. We're time wasting even a little bit. Do I want to play out of defence? Probably not. That's probably a mistake. Not counter-pressing. Not counter-attacking. Not doing anything, basically. And I've got a standard line. And just pressing a little bit. It's just, there's not much going on here with this tactic. Because basically I don't think they're capable of doing it. Passing has been good though. And as they're all looking delighted, I don't think we need to say anything to any of them. Let's go straight out there. And let's go and score some goals in this second half. But Forest Green are not a bad team, and they should be giving us a good game. Oh, Bowden. So we've had pretty much all the game. Possession-wise, just about edged it, but 92% passes completed is good. We're holding on to the ball, but Forest Green have got a 91% passes completed. So who says teams can't pass in the bottom leagues, in the lower leagues? Showing that Manchester City how to pass the ball around. And they've certainly passed it around there and scored. And so, like, yeah, it's just continuing. It's just continuing in that every time that they have to defend, they can't do it. And so that is going to be the issue. Every time they're asked to defend, they can't defend. We're going to have to just attack. And see if we can't just outscore opposition. That was dreadful again. Oh, is it because we didn't engage them? Are we giving them too much space? I don't know. Let's push the lines up a little bit. Let's see if we're just giving them too much space. We'll start with a higher line. I don't want to lose the game, but after all, this is what pre-season is for. We're just giving them too much space, I wonder. We've hit the bar about 3 times again. This one of the silliest things about FM. It's when you lose a game or when you draw a game, you hit the crossbar, hit the woodwork about 4 or 5 times. It just tells you you're not going to get anything out of the game. It needs to be a little bit more subtle. Like, yeah, just sometimes having a shot saved by the goalkeeper instead of having to hit the woodwork all the time. The game coders need to be a little bit more subtle about what's going on the pitch. Because if you're hitting the crossbar 3 or 4 times or more, then you ain't winning the game. But it's interesting that we've got all the play, and finally Matt Penny has got one. So maybe I'm going to start with that high line. The ref had called the game off 45 minutes before kickoff. Oh my God! How long was the drive, Andy? Well, yeah, James, you're right. These games are a good benchmark. I wouldn't say we're doing particularly well. I'm just thinking, where are Forest Green? I think they are in League 2, aren't they? I can't actually get a look at them now. But I'm going to go and make some changes now. I wonder if we can find out where Forest Green are. They are in League 2, yeah. So they're a league below us now. But they still were a very good team last season. And we need to make some changes now. Well, this has become a little bit messed up, hasn't it? Right, that's better. And Baldwin is not having the greatest of games, so we'll bring Berjami on for now. Matt Palmer, he's not playing very well. I think probably all of those need changing. So let's bring Tom Pett on in there. Let's bring Bostock in here. Let's give everybody a run out now. Brindley, and Chickson. Although I'm very reluctant to play Chickson. He's really poor on that side. Jody Jones. Have I got a right winger here? I've got Kedwin Scott for left wing. Ben Cook, young lad. How old is he? 17 years old. Let's give him a run out. Ben Cook can come on, and then McGoldrick, Marias. I actually don't have anyone to come on for. So let's bring Scott up to striker. And then Steve Austin, the Bionic Man. 2 minutes away with the opposition at over 1 hour. Oh my God. So he allowed the opposition to get there. He could have actually done it an hour before they took off, before they got on the bus. Just a disappointing day, Andy. So nothing much is happening following those changes. So the line, maybe we've got to put the line higher up, especially if we are confident of beating teams. Or if we've got at least half a chance. We're never going to be confident of beating teams. Yeah, I can't remember who Bournemouth beat, Andy. You've got me on that one. I know all the other results, but I can't. Just slips my mind. This looks like the equaliser. When you've got a poor defensive team like this, Every time they come into your half, they're likely to score. Who can I put on? Mahovo. He's a young kid. He's rubbish, but he's like got 4-star potential. He's 19 years old. I guess we got to play him. And we've got to give him some game time, give him a run out. Absolutely rubbish and would worry me incredibly, but we'll see how he does. I'm going to have to play a couple of youngsters from time to time. And those two look like the best of the bunch at the moment. Well done. Now get rid of it. Do not keep the ball around there. I will not be too happy. We are pushing them back. We've been the better team, clearly. Although they've beaten us in possession. We've had 91% pass completion, which is good. Extremely good for this level. And we've beaten them on XG, chances created. But we look a bit dodgy at the moment. It's probably because of all those subs. I'm going to go back to a balance, try and hold on to this now. And that's it, we've won that, but I guess you could say good win. I wasn't expecting you to beat a League 2 team. What was that about? And he's only 2 to 3 days, my goalkeeper. So now I need to rotate this team. Give the Tamworth are not very good. We need to give the... See, nothing's going to happen in the transfer window. I've got no money. I just got to go through. And I'm even at the moment 2K. 2,500 over the wage budget. That means that somebody's got to leave. And I'm a bit scared as to who's going to leave. Because I'm struggling to put a first team together as it is. I think we could be looking at the job centre very shortly. It might be a good idea to start looking at the job centre now. So let's go and have a look at the job centre. Oh, let's filter all that rubbish out. Let's get rid of all that. There'll be nothing left at the end of the day. Three managers. Oh, Brighton's up for grabs there. Shall we just apply for the job, just to see what Patrick Vieira is favourite. Let's apply for. No, I don't want to apply for them all. How do I just apply for that one? It won't let me apply for that one. I don't want to apply for them all. Let's go. I can always turn them down. See? Why has that happened? It's Brighton. I'm not allowed to apply for the Brighton job for some reason. Weird. I've not experienced that, Andy. Has anybody else here experienced that? Where the board has sold a player? I have a funny feeling the board might step in at some point and decide to sell my players. So Oganen, he's made an offer. We haven't got any money. What kind of offer has he made for a loan? Well, let's go for it. He's a right back. We could do with some help in defence. Oh, Matt Palmer is not happy. I can't offer him a new contract. Well, we'll offer him a new contract then. And the board will not allow me to do it. So we'll go and see if no, we can't. He's not interested now anyway. This is like really bad. I wonder why I couldn't apply for the Brighton job. That's like I've never come across that before. That's like really bad. So click on Brighton. Have they just signed a manager? No, there's no manager there, but I can't apply for it. That's weird. It's not letting me apply for the job. So Brighton. No. Can't apply for it. That is very strange. I wouldn't have minded having that little job, the old Brighton job. That was. Has anybody ever come across that before? That you're not allowed. The game won't let you apply for a job. Have you ever come across that before? Nah, this I just took over the club. I'm not quite sure which leagues are loaded up. There's quite a few leagues loaded up there. So, oh wait. No, why are they not playable? Why is it only the Sky Bet League 2 that's playable? This is weird. Let's I can't do anything then, can I? I've never seen this before. This is a glitch. I can't add any leagues. I've never come across this before. This is a glitch. I have no idea what is going on. Never mind. We're stuck with Notts County then until we get sacked. I don't know what's happened there. I've never come across that where all 4 leagues are not playable. That does not make any sense to me at all. And there's no way I would have clicked on them as being unplayable. That does not make any sense. In fact, there's a lot of FM24 that does not make any sense to me. The fact that you can't defend in FM24 doesn't make any sense to me. The fact you can't apply for jobs doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of it doesn't make any sense. I think everybody thought it was going to be a perfect game in FM24, but they're trying things out before 25. And you're going to get all these hiccups. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, the patch has been delivered, Stuart. So I've absolutely no idea what's gone on there. So I'm stuck with Notts County until we get sacked, basically. Or until we win in Europe. Which I don't think. Honestly, I don't think we have time to do 25 seasons, which is probably how long it's going to take. It is bonkers. There is so much wrong with FM24, and I keep finding things all the time. And I just keep saying, Stu, give me FM22 with these new graphics. And then they've got a lovely game. Nobody will complain about it. But, jeez, this is horrid. The things that are going on in this, in the match engine, and outside of the match engine as well, is horrid. And it is because this was just preparation for 25. And they're trying things out at our expense. And some things are clearly not working. And there are so many glitches in it. But we are doing quite well here for our second team. Oh, that was a good goal. It really is, James. It's really mad. It's gone completely bonkers. I mean, I will say I love the graphics. I absolutely love the graphics. And that's why... But the rest of the game has gone completely mad. Injuries, players being upset. It's all gone completely bonkers. And now there's something wrong. There's a glitch in loading up games. I'll have to check my other save. Is it the same for my other saves? Which is going to be really strange. That I'm not allowed to play in the English leagues. But so far so good in pre-season. We're looking good, and again our pass completion today is 94%. So this shorter passing style is much better than the frantic style of play. We don't want them being frantic. I'm going to push the lines up again just to play with the lines. See if that makes a little bit of difference. Because maybe we shouldn't be defending so deep because we only have 2 in midfield. So let's compress the lines a little bit. But there's no way I'm thinking of low blocks or anything this season. We're just gonna we'll be absolutely taken apart. Oh, how many times are we gonna hit the crossbar? I think there should be a competition for hitting the woodwork. There's a big cash prize at the end of the season for the team that hits the woodwork the most time. We'll walk it. Make it like 3 million in your transfer budget if you win the hitting the woodwork competition. We'll walk it every season. My players can find the woodwork. They're like Dead-Eye Dick. Can't find the goal, but they can hit the woodwork. Come on, boys. You can do better than this. Tamworth. We should be really burying Tamworth, but we have got a rotated team out here, including Brad McGregor, whoever he is. Osu is and Burjami is playing as the DLP, so we've got a very rotated team, but we still should be beating Tamworth. Oh, I say, Burjami, centre back. So I'm gonna have to get to grips with that. I mean, there's nothing I can do now. Basically, I cannot play in this save. I cannot play in the English leagues, apart from with Notts County, which is really weird. Yeah, I know, and he's a centre back, Andy. Playing as the DLP. It's like that was very nice indeed. So pre-season they're looking good, but these teams aren't very good, and they will have sterner challenges later. So let's just keep this up. Let's keep going. I want to give these boys a good run out today for 70 minutes. But Tamworth really haven't had much to offer. There's Kedwin, Welsh boy. Play the kids. Yeah, I think most. Yeah, we'll 60 minutes. We'll give them a game. All those youngsters. This is pretty much the reserves. I'm just wanting them to get up to fitness. So 3-0 now. Nemain is coming back to fitness. That's good news. Take him off in a minute because he's injured, and we'll give Cook a game. In fact, we can do that now. We can go and make those changes now. Ben Cook can come on there. Where are these young boys? Who's he? Osu's already playing. Mahova. Let's put Mahova in. Let's give Daniel Brooks a game. Who's Scott Barker? Can finish. Composure isn't very good. 16 years old. It's a bit young. And then who else do I want to play? Jared Herbert. Blackwood. Actually, I don't see anyone that I actually want to actually play there. So at the risk, I don't want to risk losing the game. Yeah, no, because there's no way, Stuart, that I would have just put, no, I don't want to, we'll take out the English leagues. And even so, even if I had mistakenly said, no, we don't want any of the English leagues in there, I should still be able to click on them to add extra leagues. It doesn't make any sense to me, but then nothing does. Oh, we got a penalty, have we? Who's that? Marias. And he's put it down the middle, and it is now 4-0. As I haven't got, like, all those other boys have been given a day off. So I don't know who's the best one, who's not, and who's like too young. Okay, we need to do something now, don't we? But at least we're not leaking goals. We've given 1 or 2 away, but we're not leaking goals, which is good news. Not winning games 5-3 or 4-2. Well, here's a goal coming. Oh, over the crossbar. 19 shots, 10 on target, 3.37 EXG. But look at our pass completion again. 93% passing's working. Okay, I've got to make some changes now anyway. Okay. Tommy Kelly. Who's Tommy Kelly? Never heard of him. So Brooks we already brought on. Left back. Do I have a left back? No, he hasn't given me a left back, has he? What is this? Assistant manager is terrible. Gibbons has already come off, has he? Probably because he was playing in the centre. Let's give this guy a run out. Jarrad Herbert. I don't even have no idea who he is. 16 years old. Looks like a load of rubbish to me. And he can come in here. Scott Barker can go up top. Just got to hope that we haven't made big errors here. Cisse Bryans is not a very good player, is he? And Musa Fakanda. Scott Barker's not a very good player either. Play him as an advanced forward. Who's Zach Denman? Probably a better bet. Zach Denman. No, he's not. So undo that last one. And then what we got here? There's nothing else I can do, is there? Left back, I haven't got one. Who else? Brad McGregor, centre mid. Centre mid. That will do. Yeah, I will. I actually do think, Stuart, they will survive the drop. My opinion is that, in fact, actually, I'm going to put a couple of Everton players in my fantasy team. I think Decore deserves a call up to my fantasy team, and there's going to be like one or two others. Possibly their left back will come in. I think they will survive. I think they will survive. It's very rapid. He's got pace. Scott Barker, has he got pace, has he? No, he's got like 6 acceleration and 8 pace. Not exactly they've got to set the grass on fire. But they have seen the game out. All those young kids have seen the game out. And it was like with 16-year-olds we did the job. But make the most of these victories, because there are not going to be many of them when the season starts. We got Doncaster next. That should be a tougher challenge. This is really funny going through this pre-season and not being able to get involved in the transfer window. Just total non-involvement. So we'll start with a line higher up this time. Oh, you were offered a job in a senior international. Oh, right. Okay. Those 2 international jobs. I don't want them. So everybody's spying on my computer. Steam knows when your groundsman has asked if you wish to make any changes. I want it narrow and small. $100 meters, 64. That's the one. Yeah. And who is it that is unhappy? Matt Palmer wants a new deal. What's he worth? 750k. It's pointless because I'm only going to get 100,000. So we'll wait until he gets so unhappy that... Yeah, I know Steam like knows everything that I'm doing here. Just jumped up there. Hey, you got a job offer. Little thing on the bottom. Steam tells me every time Andy plays the game. I know exactly when Andy goes on to play the game. He no longer wants to leave the club. Well, that's really lucky because I'd have no central defenders if he did. So that's just the game being nice to me. Slocum probably needs to play. Cisse, he might be in the first team squad. Some of the others, Chickson needs to play. Nemain. Brindley, let's bring him up to fitness with a little reserve game. Tom Pett. Let's bring those boys up to fitness. Who is Ogeyemu? A fullback. Oh, he's the one on loan, is he? He doesn't look that very good. He's come in from Manchester United. Oh, that's because... Do you remember that we signed Manchester United as a senior affiliate? Now he's come in from Manchester United, this guy. He's got blistering pace. He'll scare the living daylights out of some of the fullbacks and wingers. He has got really good pace. He might be a good player. He may well be a good player. Oh, that was a good idea to have that senior affiliate set up. I know. My computer is spying on me, Stuart. Happy to sign a solid backup. I actually think he's probably better than a backup. But what does he come in as? Agreed playing time, there isn't any. I'd like to remind you, but I can't offer him a new contract because he's not interested in negotiating. So there's no point in doing anything. Another glitch in the game telling me to go and do things when I can't. Game's reminding me you've offered him a new contract. Yeah, but I can't give him one. For two reasons. He doesn't want one. And also... the club have no money. Remy Savage, I'd love to, but I haven't got any money. I mean, the last time I tried to offer Palmer a contract, it would only I was only allowed to like give him like £200 a week or something. Well, he wasn't buying that. Not going to buy that one at all. So Nemain needs a rest, does he? Already. Who is Kozlozhu? Who is this geezer? My assistant likes him, doesn't he? 16 years old now. This is not happening. This is time for the first team to get their fitness up. All of these guys who are hiding down here are not playing. Cisse, Brindley probably. No, he's tired. Penny. Who's my right back? Gibbons. Yeah, that's fine. Baldwin, Cameron, that's fine. And where's Bowden? Bowden and Palmer. Nemain is tired, isn't he? God, I don't like having all these all these youngsters. It's too much to scroll through. So Randall for Nemain, and Scott, yeah, he can play up there. Marias out for McGoldrick and Macaulay Langstaff. Now the bench. God, my good lord. We'll just bring in who I want on the bench. Brindley. Chickson. Osu. Pet is tired. Cece's tired. Oh, Jody Jones actually can come in for Rando. Rando for Jody Jones. Austin on the bench. Austin on the bench. Marias on the bench. Kedwin Scott on the bench. And that's it. Let's go and play football. You're being offered mince pies with cream. I think you need to have, yeah, warm, nice hot mince pies. Oh, that's a good idea. I need to go to the shop now, don't I? Go and get some mince pies. Notts County squad to be selected. Okay, let's do it that way. You want me to select the squad for the Champions League at this stage? I wish. Probably not going to be allowed to play in the Champions League either when it comes to it. The way this save is set up. I don't understand that, why I'm not allowed to play in like, it's even League 2 is blanked out, but yeah, I'm playing in League 2 and League 1. So I don't understand it at all. Why am I allowed to play in these leagues? Oh, I don't want to set a target. Bostock. Nope. I don't want to praise. I want to criticize. And who's the other one? Chickson. He's always bad. There's no point in criticizing him. He's going to get upset. Chickson wants to be sold, and he's not going to train until he is sold. But nobody's going to pay the money that we've asked for him. Somebody would be absolutely mad if they were going to pay that kind of money. Okay, let's go and beat Doncaster. We should beat them because they are in a league below us now. So we should beat them. Oh, I don't want to do a never press. That's a silly instruction, that is. That is madness. So, I don't care if it is pre-season, we should be winning it. Let's threaten them. Come on, after all, with the exception of Nemain, it is the first team, so they should be winning. Although we haven't changed the team much, and Doncaster might have changed their team. Doncaster might be a much better team than they were when we were playing against them last season. We've just got completely the same team. But there is something to be said about having exactly the same team. It's because early in the season they are familiar with playing each other. Yeah, I do. Mostly ad revenue is pretty poor. When you've got only the amount of subscribers and views that I have, Emir, then yeah, ad revenue is very poor. But I do have about 12 people, including Andy, who are members, and so most of the revenue comes from memberships. So, but it's, if you say earn from YouTube, the answer is no. Do you get a little bit of pocket money from the YouTube? Yes. To make a living out of it, you're going to have around 70 to 80,000 subscribers. That's going to take me years and years and years and years. So we're miles away from that, Emma. So yeah, it is possible, but this channel needs to grow. It does need to grow, and so all the shares and likes and everything like that will always help. And that's what my subscribers can do. Keep watching. Phil's knitwear. Yes, probably. I thought you were the meat pie sponsor, Andy. And Andy, of course, was the lucky winner of the members draw for the free copy of FM24, which is I see him. I see him regularly now. That's why I see him so regularly, because we had to do that stuff through Steam. So we do make a little bit of money, but it's a tiny bit of money. Which tactic? The 41221, Emir, was it that one? It wouldn't surprise me. Somebody earlier was saying that they were playing with the Brazilian tactic. Oh, what happened there? Have I got another injury now, have I? Palmer's got himself injured. He's writhing on the ground. Cancelled all your pastry based. I'm trying to open actually a shop. I've designed some t-shirts, caps, and a lovely mug with "Let's Kick Some Balls" on it. But for some reason the shop disappeared. YouTube started listing the products, and then for some reason the shop disappeared, and I've written to them, but I've got no reply from them since. They told me they would forward my inquiry to the correct department, and I've had no reply. And I've just closed the shop off YouTube at the moment, because if the products are being shown there, people will think I'm a nutter if they're getting directed to a non-existent shop. So setting things up on YouTube is also hard. Is that another penalty there? So it's like it's like a big game, this. You've always got one headache after another in YouTube. But hopefully one day the shop will open, and then that will give people some reward for actually providing funds. And because at the moment memberships, you don't really get much. 2 slippers. Andy is on form today. And so, getting a "Let's Kick Some Balls" mug, I can't wait to get one. So thanks, Emir, that's really kind of you. I hope so. I hope that we'll keep growing, and that it is slow growth. We grow every week. It's slow. It's not as much as I would like, but take your time. Don't be greedy. It's coming on really nicely. I'm doing a video at the moment, Emir, on the 41221 for FM24, because we've had to make a lot of tweaks to this. Even in the other set, another penalty. We've had 3 penalties in this game. Doncaster are a dirty team, aren't they? This will be the third penalty. It's going to be, is it Longstaff again? Welcome back, James. Nope, it's Bowden this time and he's missed. But, like, we've had 3 penalties in this game. What? Doncaster are really putting the boot in. But we scored 2 and missed 1. No, we're never going to give up, Emir. We're going to keep going and see where it takes us. It's been 2 years now. It's taken us to get this far. We're not giving up now. 2 years since I first uploaded the first video. Is it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. So we're going to keep going, see where it takes us. I'm really surprised to be where we're at. I only had, when you've got 0 subscribers and no views right at the beginning, to be where we're at now, it's great fun. And to be able to interact with all you guys for me is awesome. And we are hammering Doncaster. Good evening, Ben. How are you doing, my friend? I don't mention Newcastle, anybody. Ben's arrived. And certainly don't mention Bournemouth. Don't mention Newcastle or Bournemouth. So this is 5-0 up. But they had, I mean, I don't know. They've given away 3 penalties. And so there's something very weird going on in this game. But we've absolutely hammered them. We haven't been out of their half. They are really tired. Look at how tired they are. That's why we're beating them. Why are they so tired? They must have played yesterday. Because they can barely stand up. Have we got another penalty there? I thought that was another penalty. But it was not given. Come on, referee. Just because we've been given 3 penalties doesn't mean we can't have another one. Oh, my goodness me. Who was that? Cameron with one of his absolutely brilliant headers. You're always going to give a goal away in FM24. Somebody else said that the other day. Yeah, sounds very logical. I mean, what was that? And he's been playing well as well, so why did he do that? Silly boy. Oh, I mean, somebody else the other day, I think it was Bust the Net, who said you're always going to give a goal away in each game, so don't worry about it. And if anybody knows about the match engine, he does. And I don't think he's too impressed with the way defending is going. So Chickson, where are you when I need you on the bench? There he is. James Gibbon is not playing very well. Brindley can come on and have a game. So who's struggling for fitness here? Scott Barker. Can't bring the main on. Just the Osu can come on the wing. Yeah, just these young boys. They're the ones. Ben Cook, he can come on the wing. He didn't play too badly last time. Sam Austin, come on for McGoldrick. Marias for Langstaff. So where's my midfielders gone? I didn't put my midfielders on the bench, did I? Okay, we'll just go with that for now. They are absolutely exhausted. Look how tired they are, and we're only in 70 minutes. I think we should be going attacking because they are just too tired. Gonna do predictions. Oh, you mean for like I was doing? I started off doing fantasy football predictions. I remember that. Have you been around ever since then, Emir? We do have a fantasy league this year, football fantasy league, but it's. I mean, if you want to join that, we have an old man Phil fantasy league, which is kind of fun. I think I'm in second. I was not doing so well, but I think I've recovered and I've gone into second. I'm actually doing quite well overall. Yeah, we do. We have a fantasy league. I'll have to try and find the code and post the code again if you want to join it. I think we set that up just a few days before it started. Oh, my lord. 5-1. Second half was a bit poor. But 5-1 against Doncaster is a very good result. And this pre-season is really all about form. It's not about transfers. It's just about morale and form. Ooh, Wrexham coming up. That'll be a good game. So we have Wrexham and Blackpool coming up. He's making offers, isn't he? What would this... We don't have... Is this a loan? From Manchester United again? He looks quite decent as well. Let him run with that. Like, if we can get these loans in... I must have a good loans manager. He's actually getting these loans in. He's obviously... The game is getting concerned about the strength of my squad. So... I'm trying to think of where... Can I get the code? Let's see if I can get the code for you. I'm going to try and log into my fantasy now. Go to Leagues and Cups. And Old Man Phil. Where's the code? Where can I get the code from? Oh, right, I've got the code. Okay, it won't copy and paste from there. But let's type it. So that's the code, Emir, if you want to join the fantasy league. There's about 20 odd people in there. You think so, James? You think the results are good? I mean, today haven't been bad. 4-0, 5-1. We've had a 2-1 against Forest Green. I guess they're not bad because I think these two are going to be the big games now, Wrexham and Blackpool. They're going to be the real tests. I want to see. Sutton have made Brad McGregor. I'll accept that. Since I don't even know who Brad McGregor is. Awesome. Good job. The more the merrier. This is the boy I wanted to buy. Negru. I wanted him in. I wanted him on a loan. We might still have a chance to get him in. If we go to... So they want 2,300. But if we wait until deadline day, we could possibly still get him in. I'd really love to get him in. No, you're probably quite right, Ben. I think I might actually even schedule one against Newcastle as well, Ben. The way they're suddenly starting to play. So you'd have two very easy games there. Gary Sweeney is signing. Sorry, Ben. Like how can Manchester United? Like How could they be? How could they be so bad? But it just, I mean, Everton showed us that the result United got against Chelsea, it was meaningless because their Chelsea are not playing very well. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a Chelsea supporter either because Chelsea are having a really bad time. Isn't a main fit? He's fit-ish, so he needs playing time. So I want to be playing these boys because I want them fully fit and fully functioning before, and I want good results as well. Well, he doesn't want to take charge. Oh, they're playing my Brazilian tactic, are they? I think, okay then. Who have they got playing for him? It's pretty. I think it's a rotated team that Wrexham are putting out. So at half time we might be able to change this team. Let's go to the dressing room. I got a funny feeling that's not Wrexham's first team. I don't know why I'm saying give me a reason to pick you. I think that these boys know that they are the first team. Because they know I haven't got anyone else. So, I mean, that's we should be beating Wrexham, but let's go out and give a good account of ourselves. Match momentum, we don't know yet. 10 minutes, 30 minutes gone. That's very slow. We haven't had the ball. It's just quite interesting. Wrexham have kept the ball off us. Our pass completion has not been very good either. So I wonder what's wrong with our passing today. Passing has been absolutely outstanding, but at the moment we're only on 88%, which is a bit down on previous games. Oh, and we've hit the bar again. What a surprise. I don't know. I think my players must be being trained on the training pitch, like they have half an hour before they go home, just hitting the woodwork training, just to see if they can do it, because they're getting really good at it. Wonder if my assistant's actually doing that for half an hour before they go home from training. Come on, lads, let's see who can hit the crossbar. Well, we are beating them. We're getting the highlights. That's the main thing. Let's have a look at the lines. Yeah, we are playing with a higher line. That's okay. But you notice, Emir, that with the 4-1-2-2-1 at the moment, we're not doing any pressing. We're not doing any counter-attacking. And it's the reason why I've decided that is for the counter-press, they just simply can't press. They're not good enough. And so just leave it off. I don't want them regrouping, but just don't counter-press. And then the counter-attack, most people will just put counter-attack without thinking about it. But I don't think that we can pass the ball well enough. And my worry is that we'll turn it over in transition. So if we've got all these players bombing up the pitch and then our passing lets us down and we turn it over in transition, then that's when we concede lots of goals. So we don't do either of those two things anymore. which is quite interesting. And yeah, Andy, he would. He'd be very good at hitting the bar. So let's go out there. Make sure you get the win. Let's not tell them anything. This isn't the best of results. Especially against that Wrexham team. We should be doing better than that. Wrexham got a very high press going on. Can we pass around it? Our passing is slightly better, but not brilliant. So we need to be thinking about why. And it's... Oh, what a great goal that was. Langstaff woke up and put that one away. That was a good ball. So maybe what we should be doing is increasing the passing distance, because our passing's a bit off today. And if we up the tempo a little, because that was slightly faster. But here comes the goal that you always give away in FM24. It's very rare to get a clean sheet. I've even been testing the 4-1-2-1 with Arsenal. And even Arsenal couldn't keep clean sheets. They did fine with the 4-1-2-1. The assistant manager got them into second. So it worked really well, but they couldn't keep clean sheets. And nobody can. Manchester City can't keep clean sheets. Well, they can't in real life. But teams you would expect to keep clean sheets, they're just not able to do it. So there it is. There's the clean sheet gone. And FM need to sort this out. The opposition don't need to score every game. Sometimes there are games here in this game where we can't score. So it has to apply to the opposition as well. Sometimes the opposition can't score. But in every game, you'll always concede. And it's bonkers. I don't know what they've done to this glorious game that we had. Okay, we have to make some changes now. Nemain is tired. Jody Jones, 6.3. Supposed to be one of my best players. Kedwin Scott. McGoldrick, 6.5. It's all the attack, isn't it? Apart from Langstaff. Cameron. Dreadful. Where is my other defender? Well, didn't put him on the bench. Brindley. Chickson. He didn't put my central defender on the bench. Let's put Mahova. Who's playing not so well is Cameron. Mahova on for Cameron. And I don't think we've got midfielders. Why is he not picking my midfielders? Okay, the rest of you could blame the assistant manager for not putting players on the bench. He wants to pick the team, but he won't pick the bench. Come on, boys. Let's go attacking. Let's try and win this game. We've got the match momentum. We're a little bit fitter. And let's go now. Counter press and we'll counter. Let's up the ante. Because they're very tired. But so are we. Bowden is out on his feet. Matt Palmer is on his feet as well. Because I haven't got centre mids in there. So, what can I do? Austin can come in here. Byron's can come in there. Where's Berjami? Where are the pets and the other centre mid? Put them on the bench. Why are you not putting them on the bench, you idiot? 1-1 against Wrexham. Not good. We should have beaten them. This is not... I don't know. Blackpool now. Blackpool are in a league above us, aren't they? Yeah, we can't offer contracts, we can't do anything. So where are those two loanees that were brought in as well? Where are they? And why does he not want to play my players? So there's one of them. The right back. He needs to be given a game. Where's the other one? Oh, he's... Where is the other lonely? We've only got one. Ah, he's on a contract. So he's coming in as soon as his contract's sorted out. So that geezer, he has to play. He has to be given a game. It's got, like, he fits in 3-star already. But why is he tired? Did he play last time? So where is my... Right, let's get this bench sorted out. I'm fed up of the assistant. Aidan Stone can play. Like Tommy Kelly on the bench. Why? We've got a season starting very soon. This is no time for messing about. So that's fine. Baldwin Cameron. I want to play Berjami and Cameron. And Baldwin can now go on the bench. You see, this is how you do it, Mr. Assistant. So we have one central defender on the bench. Now we need another central defender on the bench. But first off, we need fullbacks. Chickson, good. And Brindley, good. Bryans, that's a good move. Okay, because I only have 3 central defenders, so he left that young kid can come in there. Wingers. So midfielders. Jamie Bowden and Mark Palmer. Will Randall, yep. Mahova, yep. See, I wonder if the assistant is learning. This is how you do it. Brad McGregor, no. No. Cisse, Brooks, no. No. They're all goalkeepers. And then the rest can be as and when required. So was there a avoiding relegation budget there? don't want to make any targets for him. Blackpool are in the Championship. This will be an interesting test. So maybe I've got to bring in Bowden. Bostock. No, Bostock needs to play. And Pett needs to play. Let's hope they can give a good account of themselves. Oh, I've only got 2 centre-backs now. Wonderful. I am not looking forward to this. What happens if I get another centre-back injured? What will happen then? Will the game just not care? It's not my fault. I can't buy anyone. I can't bring anyone in. So we will put Baldwin. No, we don't want to play that team. And then he will mess the bench up again. So, no, we're going to go with my team. And then after this, we have to take all those youngsters out who are not going to be playing. Who are surplus to requirements at the moment. This is not going to be... I just really want to go on holiday for the season and see where we end up, because I am really not looking forward to this season. We're just going to have defeat after defeat after defeat. It's going to be horrible. I think by the end of the season I'm going to be crying. I tested the low block, the 4-1-2-2-1 low block with Burnley. The low block does not work in FM24. I got sacked before Christmas. And they lost pretty much every single game apart from one. And it just does not work. The low block does not work. Which is kind of weird. Who's going to come on? Who's McGregor? Who is he? Where's he come from? What does he do? Well, let's give him a game then. I have no idea. No, he's gone the other way, hasn't he? He's gone. Let's bring Cisse in instead of... Yeah, I am of little faith, Andy. I have no faith at all that this team is going to be able to perform at this level. And I think the expectation is that we'll be coming straight back down. And I'm wondering what the media pundits are making of it. We'll have a look in a minute. I wonder what they are making of it. The fact that we haven't signed anyone, except for a goalkeeper, that's it. And Blackpool Championship team, they are going to be way too good for us. Grimshaw, that's a good northern name, isn't it? Grimshaw, he must be from the northeast. Grimshaw. Yeah, we're going to get slaughtered in this one, aren't we? We're being taught a lesson. Oh, it does not look good. Maybe they are just too pacey. So this time, maybe I do have to pull the line back. As if they're going to be banging these balls over the top. We are not pacey enough to deal with that. But, I mean, again, it's to do. I think it's all to do with the fact that if you are not good at pressing, then you shouldn't press. And if you're not good at passing and you don't have any pace, then why are you counter-attacking? And especially if you're short passing, people click that on without thinking about it. If your passing's not very good, then you're going to give it away in transition. And this team is no good at anything. They're not good at anything. So we have to just take everything off. But they're playing better now with the standard line, which is good. Not created much, but not giving anything away. And also there's a glitch here with this skin. Look how far behind the match momentum is. Unless there's actually nothing, unless it's absolutely even. Come on. Oh, there's the second one. We're just not good enough to play in this level. He's tired already, is he? And playing badly as well. Oh, brilliant. That performance is look, Langstaff in a big game. Both of these two 6.3. It's attack again, isn't it? Jody Jones has to come off. McGoldrick just as bad as well. Tom, he's just as bad. Don't know why I ever bought him. Nemain, awful. Let's bring Bowden on for Bostock as well. He's having a shocker. And let's put Austin on. All of them up top. Pathetic. Still got Nemain on. There's two fullbacks. Oh, what a dreadful performance. What a dreadful performance. That's why I'm of little faith, Andy, because they're just simply not good enough. And against a team who've got any value, we're just being outclassed. Not even jumping for it. So this is not going to be fun. We better get used to this, buckle up and get used to these kind of results. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so this isn't working. So let's go for it then. Despite the fact that we are not very good at it, we'll have to go for it because what we're doing now is not working. And we'll get stuck in as well. Up the tempo a little bit. So whatever we're doing is not working. We have to try something different. Okay, you can see the press. We're just running around like headless chickens. We can't press. It's just we're just not capable of doing it. And they're just tearing us apart. I'm not capable of pressing. I don't know why I'm doing this, but we have to do something different because this is not working. We've created some chances, but we were dreadful up front. Everybody's dreadful today. I think we better buckle up and be prepared to accept this kind of result. Nemain has just got worse and worse. It's like they don't try in big games like this. Of course, I don't have centre-backs now I can bring on. Are we going to get absolutely hammered here, like 5? Oh, my lord. This is horrific. The last 2 results have been absolutely dreadful. James says these are good results. Everything's looking good in pre-season. It's not. It is not looking good. And the worst thing is, if I get sacked, there are no teams that I can go and manage. That will be it. End of save. Because we're not allowed to play in any of the English leagues. That'll be it. End of save. That's the worst thing about it, is if I get sacked, I could just move on, but we can't. That's really weird. Oh, that's it. Hammered. Look, everybody, again, Mariah, 6.4. 6.4, Sam Austin. Everybody bad. Extremely poor. You're not good enough. Not good enough. Okay, so we come to... This is it. We're going to go into a bad run of form just before the league starts. Isn't that always FM? So we have to play Bolton. What time is it? We have time to play Bolton in the first game of the season. Let's just have a look at what the prediction is. We are predicted to finish in 15th. I'm not buying that. This is a very poor team. A very poor team. And I don't know where they're getting that from. So let's go and play this game. So they've got a week off. They all can rest. Let's get through this season as fast as we can. So this guy has now come in on loan from Man United. Pleased with the loan sign. Expect him to provide reliable cover. You think a 2-1 win? I really do. I do love your optimism, Andy. When you're playing the game, do you always have this kind of optimism, like, oh, I'm going to win this game? Because I like look at it and think, oh my God, I'm going to lose this. Like, I'm the complete opposite to you, an absolute pessimist. And you seem to be like, oh yeah, we got this. I can't do that. We'll go with... I don't have anything else that I can do instead. I've only got 11 decent players. So we'll go with what is what. So let's just check this boy has come in. Forson. He needs to play. So we'll put him on the bench for now. I'll actually ask the assistant to pick the team because he'll sort the bench out for me into its correct size, and then I'll change it. We're golden. We're not going to change the captaincy now. You just advised me, and now you want me to change it? No, we're not changing it now. Chickson is the only one of those left, which is good. Ask for better youth facilities. Brooks. Okay, we'll loan these out if maybe bring in some money. So Andy's predicting a 2-1. I'm going to go for a 2-0 defeat. I think this is going to be a long, difficult season. Long and difficult. James gone for a 1-1. Mahovo could be better than Kyle Cameron. That's interesting. But I think my grandma could be better than Kyle Cameron. So it doesn't really say much. Although, if there is a Kyle Cameron out there in real life, I'm really sorry. This only applies. That means now that I got no central. I've only got one central defender. That's crazy. I wondered what would happen when the other. Well, he's still saying play him. I wondered what would happen when the other central defender got injured. I just have 3, and that's it, and one's injured. That's it. There's nothing I can do, game, so stop it. And you made it such. Oh, Palmer's injured as well. Let's have some loads of injuries. Why not? The board have improved the youth facilities. But we'll be too late because I'm going to get sacked, I think, at the end, or probably in the middle of this season. I'm not going to criticize anybody at the moment. We'll have a big criticizing bit. Cameron is fit. That's good news. And Palmer is fit. So let's go to. See this? I don't like it. So Bostock. Let's put Bowden and Bostock in. Cameron has to play, injured or not. So Marias, see his bench is absolutely shocking. Like Gibbons. Yep, we have one defender. Chickson. And do I have a central? No, Bajami's still injured. 5 weeks. There's nothing I can do. Mahovo will now have to come in as. And then Forson will be the winger. Palmer, midfielder, and attacking mid-striker. That's how you do a bench, Mr. Assistant. This is not a very good team. So let's go and Bostock and Bowden. Wants to switch them over, possibly. Okay, let's switch those two over. Bostock, Bowden's probably better there. Shall I do my own opposition instructions? Left foot. And Ashworth. Just put him onto his right foot. Tight mark him. Thomason, you'll have to tight mark him too. They're going to be way too good for us. Way too good. Look at the pace they have. I have to tell both my fullbacks. Hard tackle here for this guy. Gomes will have to be tight marked. Randall Williams, right foot hard tackle. Dion Charles. Maybe just nothing. And I need to tell both of these fullbacks not to close down. The pace is frightening. Stand off them a little bit. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Well, we've got that youngster from Manchester United in the team. Could you retrain someone? Possibly, I'll have to look at it, but the game's just messing me about at the moment, Andy, because it knows that I have only 3 central defenders. So it's just going to make me, the game's going to make me feel uncomfortable. It's never going to leave me short of central defenders. So I'll just play the game at its own game. I'm not going to get upset about it. The game's just doing what the game does. It's there to annoy you, to frustrate you, to wind you up. It'll start me off on a really bad run, hoping that I'll lose focus, which I probably will. But then it will give me results as and when it wants to give me them. But I can't see us finishing in 15th place. I don't think this team is anywhere near good enough to finish in 15th. We'll be lucky to survive. But we've been slightly the better team. We've had all the possession. We've had 77% of the possession. Our passing has been like 91%. So this way of playing is actually giving us, at least giving us possession. And we've created a couple of chances. We're just not doing anything with them. So at the moment, James's prediction of a draw is looking favourite. Nothing is happening. It's a very dead half. So what I need to think about is, do I change something before they do and before they score in the second half? Second half syndrome is about to begin. So I'm proud of everybody's effort. But look, oh, this idiot. He goes missing. One day he'll look brilliant and then the next he'll go missing. Not happy with either of you two. You've got to do better than what you're doing. But at the moment it's just stalemate. Not even chances being created. Absolute stalemate. We've got the match momentum, but I don't know about the second half. The second half is way behind. Fitness-wise, it's all very even. We've been the better team. Let's make some changes. Some players are making complete twits of themselves. Those two for a start. Marius. Oh, do I have an attacking mid? Forson is an attacking mid. And who else is like an idiot? Jody Jones isn't playing that particularly well. The right back is not playing very well either. So let's bring Gibbons on. Penny's doing okay. The two centre backs are doing okay. Nobody's particularly tired. Penny's a little bit tired. And the main is a little bit tired. We'll do 3 for now. We're actually the better team, and it would be, I think, fair if we got to Yes! If we got a win, it would be fair. We have actually scored. And I always said that this team were favourites to win this game and we should be winning it. And I predicted a 1-0 victory, to be fair. And I don't think I'm a very good liar. But that was an amazing strike, and I have to be careful now that people aren't getting overtired. Let's change. Matt Penny is very tired. Chickson is going to have to come in. Who's the most tired? Jody Jones. He's playing better now, Jody Jones. And Bostock can be replaced by Palmer. Well, that was a surprise, but we've still got to hold on yet. We still got to hopefully hold on. Our line is very high. I think it was important that we actually told the fullbacks not to close down, and we played very well. And I'll be very annoyed if we don't win this now. And we're into time added on. Is it going to be a victory? The 1-0? Oh, no. But we do have the ball, at least. And I think what I might do before things get a little bit too hair-raising is just pull this line back a little bit in case we give the ball away. But those two Man United players have done well. The two loanies we've brought in from United, they've done particularly well. The funky Gibbon at right back's had a good game, and oh my lord, come on referee, blow the whistle. It's just like 30 seconds left. We're over 5 minutes now, 6 minutes. Come on referee, that's it, we have won our first game. And that is something I was not expecting. Nice work, everyone. Apart from McGoldrick and Langstaff. Nice work. We've got off to a winning start. 3 points in the bag. And good prediction, Andy. Excellent prediction. We got Gibbons, who's out for a couple of weeks now, which is not good, especially as he was our best player. What a shot that was. That was like one amazing strike. Well, can we see that again? It came on as a 70th minute substitute and he got himself injured for 2 weeks. We can't see it, can we? Can't see the goal. There it is. I mean, this was one heck of a strike. One heck of a strike. You don't see this in lower league very much, but marking was terrible. But he drove that in, didn't he? That was like, whoa. And then he got injured in the 92nd minute. And after being the best player on the park after coming on. Not to worry. We got off to a winning start. That's all we can ask for. And so, there it is. And that's it for today. And thanks for coming, boys. Thanks for coming, Ben. Thanks for coming, James, Andy. And I'm not sure who else is left in here. James, Andy, Ben. Thanks for coming, guys. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. I don't know what we're going to do if we don't manage to keep our job here at Notts County, because we can't take on any other team. But I'm really not sure how that has come about. But we have made a winning start to the season. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday, and hopefully we'll go through August with a 100% record. You never know. Stranger things have happened, although I doubt it. Thanks for coming, guys. It's been a pleasure once again, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Tuesday. There was a lot of European football on Tuesday, isn't there? But I'll be here anyway. So I'll see whoever turns up on Tuesday. Have a great night and enjoy your meat pies and your mince pies and whatever else you've got going there. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Cheers, guys.